habits become automatic. So most people are unable to control their habits. That's why they are scared of drugs, for example, because they think, oh, the drug will make me addicted and therefore I'm stuck and being a drug addict. But you're just telling yourself, hey, I'm unable to control my habits. I'm unable to control the perspective about myself and how I label myself, and therefore I let something external control who I am as a person. That's what you're saying. And this is probably the first time you've heard it from someone, but this is someone who has been growing up in the Netherlands in an area where drugs are very common. And, I've tried many different things and I'm not sensitive for addiction because I control my perspective, I control my routine, I control my unconscious mind, I control my daily habits. Okay. I only take stuff that creates more brain cells. Okay, I've also tried all the all party stuff, but at some point you understand it's like a dopamine hit, and then you go down and you have to recover in a depressed state. Okay, and then you also have like the other stuff that expands your mind and allows you to make more brain cells, and you gain more control over your inner world. And that's actually the stuff that makes you stronger, that makes your perspective stronger, and that allows you to take control over your unique thinking and create routines, actions into a direction that's beneficial for yourself. But if you're scared of everything because you believe all the stuff on the television and mainstream media and what people in your culture saying, you're actually stuck in their belief system. You're stuck in a wave of energy of belief systems and images uh, that's not controlled by yourself. Only when you're capable of listening to the information and then gathering more information to debunk the other information, instead of getting the information, just accepting it and just saying it like it's true. um, you're just a puppet of the environment. You're just a puppet of the energy of the thinking of the environment, and that also controls your habits. um, all your habits will become automatic. So, for example, when you go to the gym for a month in a row, it's the chances of you going uh, to the gym the next month every day is like significantly higher than you're going to the gym for a month after not being in a gym for a year. Okay, and that's because it's ingrained in your daily habits. Um, People have been addicted to smoking pretty much their whole life. Them quitting for 1 month, the chances of them, starting again, are way higher, and the chances of them to continue this habit are way higher because it's wired that way. Okay, and that's why a lot of people, they are scared because they have never gained control over their unconscious mind. That's why, like in a lot of cultures, there's people are not allowed to take any substances because the government has said no, people are unable to gain clarity about these substances and about their gain control over their routines, and therefore we ban everything except alcohol and cigarettes. It's insane because alcohol and cigarettes are the worst things. Why you make the worst things? One of the worst things to gain control over your unconscious mind and thinking. Why you make those legal and force everyone to take all the bad stuff when they are getting it illegally, without any awareness about all that stuff, and therefore the chances of them taking something horrible are way higher, instead of giving information of all the substances so they gain clarity about the things they need. Okay, so habits become automatic, and you should make it a habit of doing all the stuff that creates more brain cells, doing all the stuff that gets you on a higher energy. Okay. And not all this stuff is always, you know, good according to society rules. Um, Working out, gym, good according to society rules, creates brain cells, good. Okay. Walking in nature, um, good, also maybe weird in some cultures, walking alone in nature, weird. what's wrong with him? Uh, it's because it's not part of their perspective of life, but it's good, creating brain cells, gaining back control over your unconscious thinking, your emotions, clarity, it should be like a daily habit being in nature. It should be a daily habit working out. Now, something controversial I'm going to say. It should be at least a weekly habit to use some kind of substances that expand your mind. Okay? And in many cultures, that's not really legal, but it allows you to attune your perspective to a changing world. And if you have an old perspective in a very fast changing world, you're always stuck in the old way of thinking, and other people will be faster than you in achieving goals, achieving things. Okay? Only when you expand your mind, create new connections over the old connections, you're capable of adapting to a changing world. You're capable of seeing reality for what it is. Most people, they look at life from a fake reality, from belief systems that are forced upon them, based on fake information. They perceive life from that state. And you can only truly see reality when you are expanding your mind weekly, at least, hopefully more. And I'm not saying take, an insane amount of stuff. No, I'm saying, take low doses. It's about creating new brain connections over the old ones so you're capable of seeing reality. You are not seeing reality with your eyes. Understand this. You're not seeing reality with your eyes. You're seeing reality with your mind. That's blinded by belief systems. That's blinded by information. And if you're not making any new connections, you're perceiving reality from the labels you have created in your mind, from the belief systems of the environment. Make it a habit of removing unnecessary belief systems that are not your own. Make it a habit of using stuff that make more brain connections. Make it a habit to work out. Make it a habit to get yourself in a positive state. Make it a habit of being in nature. Habits will become automatic. Bad habits, easy to learn, hard to live with. Good habits, hard to learn, easy to live with. Okay, 95% of your actions are automatic. So make it a goal of getting all the good habits in and all the bad habits out. And then you're just living your life, doing all the right stuff, moving towards your long term goals without using that much brain power. Okay? Because you're doing the daily stuff that gets you where you want to get. The same of making these videos. Do you really think that I just randomly one day started making videos because, I wanted to do that? No, I have a long-term vision of creating these videos, and I know that if I just control my habits, just like going to the gym, going to nature, doing this stuff, I will move myself to a certain reality. And also making these videos at this point, it just goes automatic. It just goes automatic. And not that many people watch me, but I don't care. It's for me. It's my habit. I'm not doing this for external validation, and that's what a lot of people do not understand. Um, I'm just sending out my unique frequency into this reality. And that's the reason I am in this reality. I am not here to just be a consumer and just, adapt to other people's belief systems and then live my life. No, I'm here to change this world in my own unique way. And how do you do that? By making it a daily routine of making videos, sharing, expressing your unique perspective, which I have created by controlling my routines. And I believe this world needs my unique perspective to evolve, because so many people are stuck in a society, in a routines that's forced upon them. And I have freed myself from this, and therefore I can share these thoughts. Most people do not even understand what I'm saying because they are unable, or they have never experienced the frequency I am on this level of freedom. Okay, not being scared of addictions, not being scared of certain people, because when I feel, okay, this timeline is me moving me in the wrong direction, I just cut it off. Oh, this drug or whatever habit or supplement is moving me in the wrong timeline. I cut it off. I remove it. I decide, hey, I can see the bigger picture. I'm not moving in that direction. And so many people are unable to do that, and therefore they are scared of everything, not even, trying anything. Okay? You have the power to control your habits. You have the power in any moment of time to move into a different direction if you're capable of being in your own energy, making new connections, and seeing reality for what it is. Okay, if you need any help, click on the link below. And yeah, thanks for watching the video. Have a great day.